Want to mess with face moisturizer? No, think again. We're going to actually create our own, and this is how we're going to do it. So this is actually everything we're going to need. We're actually going to take a pan. We're going to put rings in the bottom of them. Then we're going to put this in here. We're going to fill up a little bit of water on the side so that we can boil the water. We're kind of making a double boiler to melt the fat. Now, we're going to take this out because we're going to heat this up first. So we're going to put that on the stove over there while we combined everything that we need. We're going to turn the scale on. We want 4 ounces of actual fat. 4 ounces is going to be half a cup. I like to make small amounts because by making small amounts, it won't go bad before I can use it. I also like to store them in small containers. That way I can store these in the refrigerator while I use this one, and then I can just pull the next one out. And I'm going to zero it out. Then I'm going to put that on there. That's 3.5 ounces. I need 4 ounces. Then we're just going to take a knife and we're going to start slicing off. This tallow is last year's tallow, and it smells amazing. Smells like the day I made it. That's 4 ounces. So I'm just going to chop this up and I'm going to put it in my cup here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in my double boiler, and I'm going to let it melt down. At the same time, I'm going to measure out my olive oil. So now I turned on my scale and I zeroed it out, and I poured in 1 ounce of olive oil. So I measured it. 1 ounce of olive oil is 1/8 of a cup. So I'm doing half a cup of tallow with 1/8 of a cup of olive oil. Here's where we get into the fun stuff. The essential oils that I am going to be using for me are lavender, which is kind of like an anti-inflammatory, very soothing on the skin, ylang ylang, frankincense, and myrrh, which are all very beneficial for healing the skin, hydrating the skin, and preventing wrinkles and tightening the face. So I'm going to put 48 drops of this combination, whatever combination I want, in my mixture after I get it cooled down. Now it has all melted, so we are going to pour in our olive oil and get every last drop. We're going to incorporate it and stir it really well, and then we're going to let it start to solidify and cool down. We'll even probably stick it in the freezer for a little bit, and then as we start seeing it get cool and kind of try to firm back up. In preparation for this mixture getting cool, I'm actually going to pour it in my Cuisinart immersion blender mixer and put the blades together, and this is what I'm going to use to mix it and whip it. I have gone and added 12 drops of each one of these essential oils into here. Now I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator to cool it down a bit. Okay, we've taken it out of the refrigerator. We are going to whip it until it gets fluffy. I'm going to say that is good. Now, the beauty, if you spill any of it, is you just moisturize yourself with it. I probably could go a little bit more, but I don't really want it to be butter. I want it more to just be moisturizing. So I'm going to fill these tubes, and then we're going to try it. Because this is the first time I've made this recipe. Oh man, it is just so nice. Look at that. Oh. Okay, that's enough for that. Don't be a hog. Yeah, this pouring consistency will be great for these little containers. Okay, it makes a little bit more than I anticipated, so there you go. It just looks so good. Time to clean up. And let's go test. It made a ton of lotion. A ton. So I am going to take this up and we're going to try it right now. Now let's see how well we like it. Some of you might be saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're putting fat on your face. It's much better for you than the store-bought. Oh, it smells amazing. Than the store-bought products that have alcohol in them, because the alcohol dries your face. And by drying your face, even your T-zone, when your face is dry, it starts producing more oil. And when it produces more oil, that's when you get breakouts. So I used to make my own face moisturizer, last year and the year before, for years. I made my own moisturizer. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. My face is just loving it. And it was coconut oil and shea butter and a whole bunch of other things. I think it even had witch hazel in it. It was an amazing recipe. However, I wanted to try something that would use the tallow that I made. Oh, I just can't stop. My face feels absolutely amazing. Now with this stuff, because it is an oil, you use very little. You don't have to use a ton. With this stuff, because it had so much alcohol in it, I had to use a ton. So I'm using just very little amount. Oh my gosh, this is going to last me a long time. Put it on my face and then wait just a little bit of it. It'll soak into my face and then I put my makeup on. I'm good to go. Have fun, you guys. Oh, don't forget to label and stay tuned for more weird recipes and DIYs. Oh, those beach walks are going to be so pleasant now. I won't get windburn. Oh, don't forget to do your neck.